Hello again, Struck. Today I'm bringing you another batch of 3 pre-launch Tiny Tina's Wonderlands theory crafted builds that would be ready to use when the game starts, excluding equipment, just skills and stats theory crafts. So I've been going today for some off regular builds, some out of the box builds of the usual synergies that people might want to exploit. And this one is the Flagellant. The Flagellant build is a build all about sacrifice. Pain is salvation. Pain is your best friend. Pain and suffering and sacrifice. This is what all this build is about. Make yourself suffer, make your enemies suffer twice as much, and multiple times of your suffering inflicted upon them. That's all about dire sacrifice. Dire sacrifice, I hope you have been looking for a build centered around this, and this build can be used with any subclass with the Graveborn. My suggestion is Spell Shot. But this is, the way I set it up, this is a Graveborn 40 points. And from Spell Shot, I can only use the Spell Weaving passive, which is more than enough for such a build. I hope you enjoyed, buckle up and let's go. Here it is, the Flagellant and its stats and skills. First I need to note something. In this little corner, I've tried to put this there so it doesn't cover the rest of the screen. What you see in blue is fluctuating non-static skills. What is in white numbers is static skills, ones I would not suggest changing. Obviously change whatever you want if you feel like it, but if you want to keep the core of the build and what the build is all about, I wouldn't change the white skills much. Maybe just here and there, a point or 2 or 3. So blue outline obviously for the skill we're using there, sacrifice, and you're noticing something, 40 points into Graveborn, 0 points into Spell Shot. Very out of the box as I said. Let's see why. So first of all, we're using Morheim's Blessing. Casting a spell automatically activates all the Fate Maker's kill skills, which the build could have used. It could have been fine without it, but we have plenty of kill skills to trigger. So this is one. Ascension, up to 10 stacks. That means up to 60 maximum HP and up to 60 spell damage when this is maxed out. And that's excluding extra points from items. Who knows, maybe an item would give you 1, 2 or maybe even 3 levels to Ascension and make it overpowered. Although I doubt that there will be an item that gives more than 2 skill points to Ascension, but you never know. Dark Hydra. The Dark Hydra or Hydra, we'll see why we need it because of this. And those are the 2 kill skills we really need for that build. The rest of the kill skills, this one, spell cooldown rate, really useful. And that's it, 3 kill skills. I didn't take this kill skill and I didn't focus around the demi-lich. I wanted to focus on the non-minion aspects of the class. Now, this one is minion synergy, sure. And we get 9% damage per companion when this is maxed out at 3 points. But 3 points might end up becoming 4 or 5 with some items, so keep that in mind. So from 9 damage per companion, that means 9 damage for our Lich and another 3 times 9 for 3 Hydras. And that's 3 Hydras excluding any extra skill points from gear, which could end up being more. That's gonna be some good damage dealt increase to us, which will stack with dispel damage, and in general it could stack with the spell damage we get from spell weaving, and it's just lovely. And then you have spells deal 20% bonus dark magic damage, and then you have another dark magic damage overall to spells and anything else. So that should be 20 plus 20, 40 dark spell damage, and another 60% spell damage. And here those 4 times 9 that we can get, and it's a lot. Overall it's a lot. And a little bit of regeneration here, I like that. I think it goes nicely, regeneration and HP for that build, including this extra maximum HP. And then this synergizes amazingly well with the Fate Maker gains increased damage dealt and damage reduction the lower their HP. And considering that in the hero stats, I decided to go for 10 points into action skill cooldown rate for another 10% bonus, and maximum 20 points invested for 50% HP and ward, which we stuck with the other bonuses to HP and ward. And then I decided to take things such as you can see, status effect. Wait, that's the this one, spell cooldown rate. I must have misclicked here. So spell cooldown rate 20%, although 40% status effect damage is not bad, we don't need that. So I want spell cooldown rate and maximum HP and ward maxed out. The rest I like to put into cooldown. Some of you might want to go glass cannon and remove the HP and put it into crit chance, and that's okay. If you like it, it works fine. I mean, this is not must do the way I do it, I'm just suggesting here. And here we have Blast Grasp, and it's an interesting skill. Whenever Fate Maker deals spell damage, there is a chance they will create an elemental explosion dealing ability damage of the spell's elemental type to nearby enemies, and those cannot crit hit, but there's 20% chance. And at level 5 it's 50% of the spell damage dealt. If you really want to remove some points from this setup, I would probably go for this one and remove a point from here, and maybe if you don't think you would use this one, I would remove those points here. But if you really want a 40 points Graveborn, this is my suggestion. Take the spell shot for spell weaving, put your 40 points this way. This is for Gotas. My man Gotas, you wanted to play a Graveborn only build. This is one suggestion of how you can do it. A full Graveborn, 40 points Graveborn. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this build. If someone ends up trying it before me, let me know what you think about it and maybe what items you have found to work well with it. Keep in mind you can subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to not miss out notifications for more Wooter and not so Wooter content like this one or others like builds and guides. There's also memberships on my channel, which is a monthly recurring payment that you can cancel at any time, which will grant you access to special perks like emotes or badges made by me, as well as the option to ask me one-on-one for tutorials on Discord about Photoshop, Premiere and After Effects, just the basics though. Thanks again for watching all the way until the end, Struck Weapon. Till next time and goodbye.